YouTube, it's the man kid right here. So this is going to be an anime recommendation video on today's video. So the anime that I'm recommending is known as Kuroko no Basket, also known in English as the basketball which Kuroko plays. Now obviously there is a manga interpretation of this, but seeing as how it's a sports-based anime / manga, I personally recommend the anime more. It's one of those particular series that you'd rather want to watch motion of the pictures. Now Kuroko no Basket is mainly aimed at people who know about basketball. At the same time, it can actually interest people and tempt people to start playing the sport itself, as it did for myself and several of my friends. Now the main team in this particular sports manga are known as Seren High. Now Seren High consists of two other main characters in the particular series. One of the main characters is Kuroko Tetsuya. Now Kuroko has his own sort of technique in the sport of basketball. He is able to reduce his presence, or at least delete it completely, so he can't actually be noticed or seen during the game of basketball. But this, let's say, power does actually occur during social times when they're actually talking, eating, or at school like everyday students. Another character is Kagami Tetsuya. Now his, let's say, ability in the sports of basketball kind of appears later on mid-series, where he has a jumping ability. He can jump really high. Eventually in the series, Kagami does tend to develop his skills and his mental side. Kuroko no Basket's main, let's say, storyline in the series is for both Kuroko and Kagami to both become the best in Japan, for mainly their team that they play for to become the best in Japan. But it also consists of a little bit more of a background story. Kuroko and Kagami wish to defeat the Generation of Miracles. Now what this means is that the Generation of Miracles consists of 6 players, including Kuroko, that, so by their title, were the Generation of Miracles. They were that amazing at basketball that they had earned this title. Here's how Kagami wants to become the best in Japan. His main goal is to beat each member of Generation Miracles whenever they get to play them. So the moment he will always become one-on-one with the main Generation Miracle of that particular team that he's against, and he wishes to defeat them whichever way possible. But later on in the series, you then realize that it's going to be pretty hard for that to happen. Kuroko's main goal in terms of Generation Miracles is, I believe he's trying to get his friend back in a way, because there appeared to have been this dispute where they kind of separated and moved on to their own particular teams. Now they used to be high school friends, but then seeing as how they moved into college, they all play for their separate teams and do oppose each other later on in the series. Now, the first one is Kuroko Tetsuya. Now, not only does Kuroko have this ability to erase his presence, but he has this amazing ability with great coordination when passing during basketball games. Second Generation Miracles is Kisei Ryoto. Now, Kisei has this ability where it's kind of like the Sharingan that Kakashi had back in Naruto, where he's able to copy any particular move or shot that certain players do at basketball, but he does it at 100 times in depth. Second Generation Miracles is Midorima Shintaro. Now Midorima has this amazing ability where he is able to shoot from anywhere around the basketball court. The fourth Generation Miracles is Ayomine Daiki. Now Ayomine was apparently supposedly the best out of the Generation Miracles in terms of basketball overall, seeing as how he's a great attacker, great defender, and also just that agile. He was basically the best. He was an all-round player. He can compete with any other member of Generation Miracles. He can shoot from anywhere, do any type of shots, which is actually amazing. Member of the Generation Miracles is Morisakibara Atsushi. Now Morisakibara personally is my favorite member of the Generation Miracles. His character is, soon you'll find out, but in terms of basketball, he is amazing. He's over 2 meters tall and he is the ultimate defender and attacker. They haven't exactly shown his true power in basketball yet. It's really cool. He's one of those characters that we still need to find out by watching the anime. Final character is known as Akashi Sejiro. Now Akashi is a character that we have not seen play basketball at all. We've only heard. He was the captain of the Generation of Miracles, but you kind of already know how sick he is from how certain characters talk about him, or how he talks about himself. Akashi stated that winning in terms of basketball is like breathing for him. Akashi is supposedly all the Generation of Miracles combined. Two things I actually don't like about Kuroko no Basket. Because of Kuroko no Basket, they kind of reveal certain spoilers in a way. They kind of like show you what's going to happen in the match that you're going to try and watch for the episode. Second thing that I don't like about Kuroko is that one episode comes out a week. Very depressing. It gets emotional when your particular favorite characters or team start crying. Overall, I hope this kind of helped you and gave you a kind of background information on what Kuroko no Basket is like. So yeah, this is the man kid.